A very good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well and your preparations are going good too. Well, today's session, as you know, is the third session here for this particular series, that is most expected questions for your upcoming mains examination. That is your SBI PO mains and your RBI assistant mains. Before we start off with the questions, guys, one small request to everybody, that is, first of all, please like the session, and second, please share the stream once with your friends also, so that they know that the class has started. ठीक है, तो जल्दी से एक बार सेशन को शेयर कर दो अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ and let them know that the class has started. So chalo, let's quickly have a look at the first question. So the first question is there on your screen. A very easy question to start with. Let's quickly check this out. But yes, this is easy, but it is tricky. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा tricky है. Naveen, good evening everybody. तो जल्दी से इसको check करो and let me know what should be the answer in here. Shravani, very good evening. चलो इसका आंसर बताओ. Let's see what should be the answer in here. Shravani, we have taken coded blood relation. We have taken coded syllogism. We have taken critical reasoning. We have taken data sufficiency. We have taken puzzles. We have taken coding, decoding. So a lot of topics for today. Okay. Kunal, very good evening. Chalo, try this out, guys, very quickly. I hope everybody has liked the session. Okay, Naveen says it has to be only 3. Okay. Anybody else? Why not 1 and 2, Naveen? Doing? Check, check, check. Yes, absolutely. That is right, Naveen. Anybody else? Achha, chalo, let's first make the statement here, right? What will be the statement? H is greater than S is greater than equal to M is greater than equal to A is greater than K is greater than E is greater than equal to T, and T is greater than equal to Z, right? So here you can see this is the statement that we have. Okay, this is the statement here. Now, which of the following conclusions will be definitely true is the question. That is, out of the 3 conclusions, which of the following will be definitely true? Okay, definitely true means that it can never be false. First one, Z is the lowest entity. You can see Z can be the lowest entity. There is a possibility that T and Z can be equal also, right? Z is the lowest entity is a possibility. When T is greater than Z, then Z will be the lowest one. But T is equal to Z, right? Let's say, yes, because we have less than equal to in between Z and T. Okay. So let's see which of the following will be definitely true. I told you that you have to be careful. Okay. So let's understand this particular question. It says T is greater than Z. Now there are 2 possibilities. Either T is greater than Z or T can be equal to Z. Okay. In this particular condition, you can see Z will be the lowest entity, isn't it? I hope this is clear that in either of the cases, Z will be the lowest entity. In this particular condition, T and Z both will be the lowest entity, right? Here, Z is lowest. Okay, Z is lowest. In the second one, T and Z both are lowest, isn't it? But in either of the situations, Z is lowest is true. Z is lowest here also. Z is lowest here also. Are we clear here, guys? Are we clear about this? In either of the situation, whether T is greater than Z or T is equal to Z, Z has to be the lowest entity only. I hope this is clear. Even if we say that E is equal to T is equal to Z, then we will have E is equal to T is equal to Z being the lowest, isn't it? So in that scenario also we can have one more possibility where E is equal to T is equal to Z. In this 3, all 3 will be the lowest. And all of them will be the lowest here. So you can see in either of the situations, Z is the lowest is absolutely right. isn't it? So you can see Z is the lowest entity is absolutely right. But what about the second one? T is the lowest entity. Now this is a possibility, not a definite one, because you can see T can be greater than Z as well, isn't it? T is equal to Z. If T is equal to Z, then T is also the lowest. But T can be greater also. If it is greater, that means it is not the lowest, isn't it? So there is a possibility in the case of T. So that means this is not definite. So 2 is not the one. H is the largest entity. That anyways is true here. So you can see it has to be both 1 and 3 are definitely true. Are we clear? Z is the lowest or T is the lowest? Shravani, either T or Z both are lowest or Z is lowest. But in either of the situations, Z has to be lowest. When T and Z both are lowest, that means they have the same value. So both of them are lowest. Then also Z is lowest. Isn't it, Shravani? Lakshmita, very good evening. Everybody clear with this particular question? So that is why I told you that this is a very, very tricky question. Be careful with this. Okay. I hope this is clear, everybody. Everyone clear? Chalo, let's go to the next question. Next question on your screen. Let's have a look at this one. Let's check. So you have to tell me what is the logic here for each of the codes. Okay, then we will solve that which of the following is the answer. First of all, tell me the logic for, let's say, the alphabet, which is very easy, right? So alphabet or alphabets, that you can tell me what is the logic for this one. Then we have a number. Okay, that is also doable. Number is also easy. Then we have a special character, which is also doable here. So there are three logics to it. The easiest is the alphabet, that why we have R here, why we have LU here. Some places we have only one alphabet, some places we have two alphabets. So why is it happening? Now, whenever you come across this type of situation, the first thing that should strike your mind is that maybe why are we having some places is R1, some places is 2? Because we are taking the middle value of the particular word, right? So whenever you are taking middle value of a particular word, that means we are talking about the number of letters. If the number of letters is even, we will have two letters in there in the middle. If it is odd, we will have one letter in middle, isn't it? So it depends on the number of letters or the word length of that particular word, isn't it? Absolutely, Shravani. So you can see what is this R here? It is the middle letter of a particular word. Now, where do we have R in the middle? You can see R in the middle is in R, isn't it? And is it anywhere else? No. You can see R will be the one which is percentage R9. Okay. Similarly, purple. You can see in purple we have RP in the middle and we have RP here, isn't it? So that means this has to be the one, that is this arrow RP12. For tulips, you can see we have LI, right? LI is in between. So you can see this is your hash LI12. So hash LI12. And similarly for blue, you can see we have LU. So LU kidhar hai? You can see this is there. So triangle LU8. Okay. So you can see that these are the codes for each of the words. So alphabet kya hai? Alphabet is the middle character. Okay, middle letter or letters depending on whether the word length is the even or whether it is odd. Okay, Dolly says it has to be option number 5. We will check. Now, what about the number? What is the logic for the number here? Why is purple having 12? Why is tulip having 12? Why is R having 9? And why is blue having 8? Any particular logic to it? Why purple and tulips both are having 12 here? Purple is also having 12. Tulip is also having 12. Any logic? You can see it is also dependent on the word length. Okay, here also we are talking about the word length. What is the word length of purple? You can see that's your 6. Similarly for tulips also we have 6. Now 6 into 2 gives us 12, right? Even into 2. Absolutely, Dolly, that is good. That is great. Good job here. So you can see for even we have taken into 2, right? So even into 2, you can see 6 into 2. Similarly, blue is 4, so 4 into 2. Okay. For odd, is it into 3 or whether it is a square root, square? Now, if you check whether it is a square or into 3, you can see we have 15, we have 27, we have 15 here. So, square is not happening. Okay, Dolly, it is not the square. 3 square bhi ho sakta tha, but you will have to check it everywhere. You can see 27 is not a perfect square. Similarly, 15 is also not a perfect square, and it is not even double of something, isn't it? So, that means it is into 3. So, it is odd into 3. For number, it is even into 2 and odd into 3. I hope this is clear. What about the special character here? You will have to find where do we have same special characters. Like let's say if we talk about peels, right? Let's say if we talk about this one, where do we have hash? Let's say we have hash here, hash li12, and anywhere else do we see hash? Let's say we have hash h9. H means you can see H should be in the middle. You can see the is here, right? So the is having H, right? So you can see for this li, that is your tulips, right? For tulips we have taken hash, okay? And similarly for the also we have taken hash, isn't it? So what is common between the two? Anything that we see common between the two? Anything that we see common here? What is common, guys? क्या है common यहाँ पर? Absolutely, Naveen. It is the first character, right? You can see the first character of this particular word. So special character is denoting the first letter of that particular word. You can see here that T will be representing hash. Okay. Similarly, P is this arrow, right? P is representing the arrow here. Then A is representing percentage. Triangle is B, right? So B is your triangle. Similarly, if we talk about store, where do we have a O? You can see O is here. So percentage, this STORE, right? So O is here. And do we have anywhere else? You can see this pi O27. That means S will be your pi. Okay. Because this percentage is already used by A. So it cannot be percentage. Okay. Here you can see this O is for this aroma. Okay. यहाँ पर aroma के लिए this O15 is there. ठीक है. फिर chocolate. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means we should have a O in between, isn't it? So again you can see we have this one. So this pi or this not equal to, right? Similarly for chocolate also you can see we can have this one or pi, right? Either of the two. Explain the symbols. Because ma'am, I have qualified the Nainital Bank PO and Clerk exam. Now only the interview is left for both regards. Apurv, congratulations. I wish you all the very best. So work hard for the interviews, right? So talk to Aditya sir once. He will help you out with your preparations. I want you to get through this particular year, right? This year we have to do it. So just talk to Aditya sir once. He will absolutely help you out with it. Okay. And yes, you well deserved. It is well deserved here, Apurv. So chalo, let's see. So you can see for SNC we have two possibilities. Shravani, dekho, what is the symbol here? Symbol is denoting the first letter of the particular word, right? So you can see purple is starting with P. So this P represents wherever we have a word starting with P, it should have this this symbol, that is your arrow. Similarly, tulips is hash, right? Why tulips is hash? Because you can see T is representing hash. Tulips is starting with T. So this is T which is representing hash. Similarly, R. So A is representing percentage. Because you can see wherever we have the common alphabets, that particular word is starting with the common code. Like here you can see this R and this aroma, right? If you check these two, you can see R is percentage R9 and this aroma also has a percentage O15. So you can see wherever we have a word starting with A, it is having a percentage. Okay, I hope now it is clear, Shravani. So this is the logic here. Now let's say what should come in place of 1 and 3 is the question, right? 1 and 3 हमें find करना है. So let's see, where do we see 1? You can see 1 is here, right? Now, which is this particular blank? What should come in place of blank here? You can see they started and peels. So you can see they would have HE. So where do we have HE? We do not have a HE here. So that means that will be your second one. ठीक है, यहाँ पर HE आना चाहिए था code में. Similarly, started. Started would be STAR. So it should have a R. You can see this is your started, right? So this is your not equal to R21, isn't it? Now peels. You can see peels would have a E, right? So this is your E here. This is this symbol arrow E15. So the remaining one is this one, isn't it? The remaining one is this one, that is equal to OV16. है ना? Equal to OV16. Now OV means the middle letter has to be two letters, right? So in middle it should be OV, and 16 means you can see divided by 2. That means there has to be even number of letters here, because even was multiplied by 2, isn't it? So you can see there has to be 8 letters in this particular word. So we will have 3 letters here and 3 letters here. So this has to be the structure. And it should be starting with what? Where do we have a equal to? Equal to किसके लिए use किया? You can see we have a equal to O15, right? So this equal to O15 has been used for which one? You can see that's for your rooms, isn't it? That means R is the one which is represented by equal to. Okay, so R is represented by equal to here. That means this particular word should be starting with the R. There should be 8 characters in here, and we should have OV exactly in between. So where do we see that? You can see removing, can this be the one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, you can see this is a possibility. We have OV in between. That is fine. So this can be one. Okay. Recovering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, recovering is not there. Eating is also not there. Recovered. Let's see, recovered is there or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is also not there. Removals, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, this is also a possibility. So either it has to be 1 or 4. So that means now the third one will help us out, that whether it is lights or whether it is candles. Okay. So let's see. What about the third blank here? That is this one. So what about this? You can see the we have already found. T was the #9, #H9. Okay. You can see rooms is for equal to O15. Illuminated, you can see this one is which one? I, right? The one with I, you can see that's this 5, I33. So that means this is utilized, this is utilized, this is also utilized. So we are talking about pi D21, isn't it? So we are talking about pi D21. That means there should be D in the middle, isn't it? So D should be in the middle. There should be odd into 3. You can see 21 is odd. So odd into 3, that means divided by 3. So there should be 7 letters in this particular word. So 7 letters with middle letter D, and pi means either it is starting with the S or C. So you can see the answer will be option number 4. Okay? So fourth will be the right answer here. Are we clear with this question, guys? Please let me know if we have any doubts in this one. Everybody clear? Are we clear, guys? Everybody समझ में आया सबको? Okay. चलो. We'll go to the next question now. Next question on your screen. This is your critical reasoning question. Chalo, let's try this out. Let's see. So which of the following will be the conclusion? Okay, so you have to find the conclusion here. Let's see. Try this out. Okay, Sachin says 4. Anybody else? Dhar says 5. Dolly also says 5. Apurv also says 5. Okay. Anybody else? Lakshmita, Naveen, Shravani. Okay, Naveen Raj says it should be 5. Chalo, let's try. Right, let's see. So answer would be what? It has to be option number 5. Why is 4 not the answer? We will check. Okay, let's understand. Naveen 5, Vedant 5. Absolutely great work, guys. It will be 5. Okay, let's understand why. Shravani, yes, 5. So you can see mining is a notoriously dangerous profession. Notoriously dangerous means it is a dangerous profession. Its pulmonary hazards such as black lung and silicosis are startlingly deadly even in affluent countries such as the United States, where protective breathing equipment is compulsory. So here you can see that in US, even after the protective breathing equipment, there are these diseases happening, right? That means this protective breathing equipment is not able to save these people. That is why, Sachin, you can see 4 will not be the right conclusion here. Why? Because it says that if you are able to, if you are having protective breathing equipment, if it is made available to the Rajasthan use the miners, then it will neutralize the health hazards. But you can see that it is not happening in the case of US. They still have the breathing equipment, still they are facing these issues here, isn't it? So that is why 4 is not the right one, right? You can see 4 is not the right one, because in case of US where it is compulsory, still these diseases are happening. This black lung and silicosis, that is still happening in the areas where they are wearing these masks, right? The protective breathing equipment, still that is a problem. So how can it neutralize if provided in Rajasthan, isn't it? Similarly, why will one be eliminated? You can see it uses the word only. That is, India and US are the only countries. We cannot conclude this information from here, right? We have been given the information about two different countries, but that does not mean that these are the only two countries which are facing these hazards here, right? So that is why this is not the right conclusion. Second says Indian government has taken steps ensuring the safety of sandstone miners. Nothing has been mentioned, and it is mentioned that in Rajasthan we do not even have these paper fast face masks, right? Rather than these breathing equipments, वो भी नहीं है, face mask भी नहीं है. So how can we assume that this government has taken something, some steps have been taken to ensure the safety of sandstone miners, isn't it? 3 क्या बोल रहा है? Sandstone mining is the most dangerous. You can see most dangerous. Can we conclude this information that it is the most dangerous? It is one of the dangerous things, right? It is very dangerous, you can say, but can we say most dangerous? Is it right, guys, to conclude that it is the most dangerous form of mining? We have been given the information about this particular format of mining, that it has health hazards. But we do not know about the other forms of mining. There may be something which is even more dangerous, right? So no information has been given about this. So you cannot conclude that it is the most dangerous thing. है ना? 5-1 will be the right one. You can see rest everything we have eliminated. So 5 is the one that is remaining. So 5 will be the answer. Are we clear, everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in this particular question. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Okay. Chalo. Next question on your screen. Let's have a look at a data sufficiency question. Chalo, check this out. Let's see. Okay, that is either. Okay. One. Only one. Either. Chalo, 5. That is data in both is required. Okay, 1. for both. Acha, chalo, let's understand this particular question, right? So what is the question here? How much balance was returned by the shopkeeper to Rashmi? Notes are available in the denominations of 100, 200, 500 and 1000, right? So what is the first one saying? Rashmi gave a single note of rupees 1000, right? So Rashmi has given rupees 1000 to the shopkeeper, right? So shopkeeper is getting how much? Rupees 1000. And the shopkeeper returned three notes, right? So three notes he has returned with denominations greater than 100. So what are the possibilities here? You can see it can be 200, it can be 500, right? Either it is 200 or 500. It has to be greater than 100, right? Greater than 100 cannot be 1000. Why it cannot be 1000? Because she is buying something, right? So it cannot be for free. Matlab zero amount to nahi ho sakta. That means something must have, she must have purchased, and he has to return the balance here. And the balance has to be, whatever he gave, it has to be greater than 100. So that means either 100 to either 200 or 500 can be the values that he is returning. Okay, so what are the possibilities? Three different notes, right? Shopkeeper returned three notes with denominations greater than 100 to her. So it can be 200, 200, 500. This is a possibility, right? This can be 200, 200, 200. This is another possibility. Can it be 500 notes? That is two notes of 500? No, because if you have two notes of 500, that means for third note you don't have a particular value. Hai na? So you can see either it has to be a 200, 200, 500, or it has to be 200, 200, 200. Are we clear with the first one, guys? That either the shopkeeper is returning three notes, right? There has to be three notes here, which is greater than 100. That means 200 or 500. Okay. So either 200, 200, 200 has to be returned, or it has to be 200, 200, 500. That is, in this particular case, he is returning 900 here. In this case, he is returning 600 here. Isn't it? एक केस में 900 रिटर्न कर रहा है, एक केस में 600 रिटर्न कर रहा है. Either of the situations he is returning three notes which is greater than 100 each, isn't it? So you can see from one alone we cannot determine that what is the total balance, how much balance is returned to shopkeeper by Rashmi, isn't it? From this particular one, that is statement 1, we cannot determine that what is the balance that is returned to her. It can be 900 also, it can be 600 also. Now statement number 2. What is statement number 2 saying? The shopkeeper did not give all same currency denominations to Rashmi as balance. That means it cannot be all 100, it cannot be all 200, it cannot be all 500. Now using only 2, that is also not possible, because it is just saying that the shopkeeper did not give all same currency denominations to Rashmi as balance. That means it can be 100, 200, 500. It can be 200, 500, 100. Right? We do not know. It can be anything. It can be two notes. It can be three notes. We do not know how many currencies are given to her. Isn't it? So 2 alone also is not going to help us out. But let's say if we add both the statements, right? If we add both the statements, what will happen? The shopkeeper is not returning all the same currency denominations. That means this 200, 200, 200 is eliminated, because this is having same denominations, isn't it? So that means the answer has to be 200, 200, 500. That means the shopkeeper has returned how much? He has returned 900 rupees. So she must have bought 100 rupee item. Whatever the item was bought, that was for 100. And the shopkeeper has returned 900 to her. So that means the data has to be combined. That is, it is if the data is necessary to answer the question. Option number 5. Are we clear, everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Ma'am, should all the three notes must have not been of different denominations? No. This says the shopkeeper did not give all same currency denominations. That means it should not be all same. All three same should not be there. Okay. No, that is fine. That is fine, Shravani. It just means the second statement means that all three should not be the same one. It is not possible that 100, 100, 100, 200, 200, 200, 500, 500, 500. That should not happen. Okay. All three should not be same. Okay. It can be same that two are same, one is different. That is fine. But all three should not be same. Okay. I hope this is clear, everybody. Everyone clear with this? Okay. So the answer to this question will be both are needed. Everybody clear? Please let me know. So this is a good question of data sufficiency. Quant. थोड़ा सा mathematical हो गया. चलो, we'll go to the next question, which is again a data sufficiency type of question, but here it is a different format. You have to tell me that out of the 5 options, which of the following is sufficient to answer this particular question? That is, who was second to the left of C? Only one of them will be giving you the right answer. You have to find that particular option. You don't have to combine any points, right? Please remember, yahan par you don't have to combine anything. Which of the following alone, A to E, which of the following alone is sufficient to answer this particular question? That is the question here. Okay. Chalo, try this out. Let me know what should be the answer. Option number C. C. Okay, the third one. So Apurv is getting C. Dolly is getting C. Okay. Chalo, we'll check that, Apurv. Naveen is also getting C. Chalo, let's try the first one, right? What is given in here? You have to find who is second to the left of C. We have 6 persons here standing in a row facing the north. Okay, Shravani says doing. Naveen Raj also getting C here. Chalo. So let's try the first one. B was seated second from one of the ends, right? So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So B can be here also, B can be here also. One person between B and A, one person between B and A. Then A was immediate left of C, A is immediate left of C. D was third to the left of A, so D is third to the left of A. That means this is not the right one. Okay. So here you can see this is the right one, but the question is who is second to the left of C. In this case, you can see we have two possibilities, either E or F. है ना? So that means one alone is not sufficient to answer the question. So this is not the one. Okay. Let's check the second one. Let's see. So D is second to the left of F. C is third to the right of B. F was not at the extreme end. Okay. So we have D is second to the left of F, something like this. F is not at the extreme end. That means at least one person should be there towards the right of F. Okay. Now we have C is third to the right of B. So you can see C third to the right of B can be like this also. C third to the right of B can be like this also, isn't it? So you have these two possibilities here. So in either of the situations, who is second to the left of C, we cannot determine. Here we have F, here we do not know this person, right? So again we have possibilities. That means this is also not the right one. Let's talk about the third one. A is third to the right of D and second to the left of E. So A is third to the right of D. So A is third to the right of D and second to the left of E. Okay. B was immediate left of F. The only possibility will be here that B is immediate left of F. Okay. So how many persons are we getting? We are getting 6 persons. C is the only person remaining. So C will be here. है ना? So you can see who is second to the left of C. C के second left में कौन है? F है. So that means third alone is absolutely sufficient to answer the question. Are we clear, everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in this particular question. Everybody clear? Are we clear with this, guys? ठीक है? Chalo, next question. Coded syllogisms. Let's check. Try this out. Shravani, you have to do it by options only, right? So you have to do it one by one. So if you are good with puzzles, you will see that you will be able to do it faster. So practice, practice, practice. Because the faster you solve puzzles, the faster you solve these data sufficiency questions as well. Chalo, try this out. Let's see. Be careful with this particular question, guys. None? Okay, so let me say that I give you option number 6 as none. Okay, I'm giving you option number 6 as none. So what should be the answer here? Option number 6? None? None? Okay. Nobody for option number 5? Nobody for option number 5? At least one of 1 or 4 follows. The meaning of either or is different. The meaning of option number 5 is different, guys. Option number 5 means at least 1 or 4 follows, means that both also can follow, right? Fifth का क्या मतलब है? That one of them should be definitely true. One of them has to be true. It can be possible that both are true, right? So, but one of them has to be definitely true. That is the meaning. ठीक है? Because if possibility we consider, then we can get 5. Chalo, we'll try, right? Let's see. Shravani. Okay. So let's make the diagram here. Let's see what is given. Cars minus ring. All. Right? So all cars are ring. Let's say this is car. This is ring. So all cars are ring. Then we have rings plus shark. Plus means some. So some rings are shark. Let's say this is shark here. Okay. Then sharks plus bull. Plus means some. So some sharks are bulls. Okay. Let's say this is bull here. Okay. And then we have sharks asterisk mark. Asterisk means no. So no sharks are marked. Let's say this is mark here. So shark and mark should not interact, right? So this is the diagram here. Okay. Now let's see. What is the first one? Bull asterisk car. Asterisk means no. That is no bulls are cars. That's a possibility, not a definite one. So no. Second says sharks plus car. What is the meaning of plus? Plus means some. So some sharks are car. That is a possibility, not a definite one. So again not true. Third क्या बोल रहे हैं? Marks plus car. Marks plus car. What is the meaning here? So is some mark a car? No. Again you can see that is also not true. That's again a possibility. Bulls plus ring. Plus means some bulls are ring. You can see some bulls are ring. That again is a possibility here. Okay, some bulls are ring is a possibility. Okay. So again not true here. But let's say, what about first and fourth? We can see that first is bulls asterisk cars, fourth is bulls plus rings. If it was, let's say, bulls asterisk cars and bulls plus cars, we would have said that either or would be the situation. That is either no bulls are ring or some bulls are ring, right? That would have given us an either or. But option number 5 says that at least 1 or 4 follows. That means either, that is either this one is true or this one is true or both are true. Okay. Now let's understand this particular question. Okay, let's understand option number 5. Okay. देखो, when no bulls are car, let's say if the first is true here, no bulls are car. So that means this is the diagram when we have no bulls are car. Okay. So you can see bulls are not car. That means no bulls are car is fine. So some bulls are ring, that becomes false. So it is okay. Similarly, let's say if this is true here, bulls plus ring, that means some bulls are ring. So you can have bulls and ring, right? So you can see bulls can be here also. So either you can understand, let's say, yes, absolutely approved. You can see either bulls will interact with rings or bulls will not interact with rings, right? There are two possibilities here. देखो, first is talking about bulls and cars. But cars is inside rings, isn't it? Cars is inside rings. For a moment, let's say we take your cars only. Okay? So you can see there are two possibilities. Either bulls is not interacting with car. So when bull is not interacting with car, it is not interacting. It can interact. It cannot interact with ring. There is a possibility that bull and ring can interact, but there is also a possibility that bull and ring is not interacting. Right? So there will be a possibility between the two. Similarly, when we have bulls plus ring, that is bulls and rings are interacting with each other, there also it is a possibility that when bull is interacting with ring, it can interact with car also. It may not interact with car. So if you see this one, either the first has to be true. When the first is true, the second can be true or not. Similarly, when the fourth is true, the first also can be true, but it is not necessary that it has to be definitely false. That is the difference between option number either or and at least one. Okay. Ma'am, in 1 and 4 both are possibility, then how fifth option satisfies? Because in this particular scenario, guys, understand what is the fifth one meaning. Meaning of the fifth one is that one of them has to be definitely true. It cannot be possible that both are false, right? Understand it this ways, that both cannot be false. Okay, either the first one has to be definitely true, or the second or the fourth one has to be definitely true. Both also can be true, right? That is also a possibility, that 1 and 4 both are true. That is also a possibility, but both are false. That is not possible. That is, bulls is not car, that is also not happening, and bulls are ring, that is also not happening. Okay, this is not possible that both of them are false. When will both be false? Let's say when your first one is false, first ko false karoge. So when is first false? That is, you are saying that bulls are not cars, right? No, not getting. Dekho Shravani, let's understand this once again. The meaning of option number 5 is that 1 and 4 both cannot be false at the very same time, isn't it? No, this is not either or. Either or means when the first is true, the second becomes false. When the second is true, the first becomes false. In option number 5, we are saying that at least one of them has to be definitely true. Either one of them has to be true. It cannot be possible that both of them are false, right? That one is also false, 4 is also false. One is also false, 4 is also false. This is not a situation. Either the situation is one is true and this is false, or it has to be this is true, this is false, or it can be both are true, right? Either of the three situations can be there, but this particular situation is not possible, that you say that one is also false and 4 is also false. One of them has to be definitely true. Okay, that is the meaning of this particular point, that is at least 1 or 4 follows. You can see when you take the first one as false, let's see if either of them, that is both of them, can be false or not. Is that a possibility? We just have to check that. Okay, when the first is false, that is when you say bulls asterisk cars is false, means no bulls are cars is false. So if no bulls are cars is false, that means some bulls are cars will automatically be true. Now when some bulls are cars will be true, that means this should be the situation, right? When will this be false? देखो ये वाला false कब होगा? When will no bulls or cars be false? No is false when some is true, isn't it? उसका उल्टा क्या होता है? What is the opposite of no? Some. So if no is false, that means some should automatically be true. So when no bulls or cars is false, some bulls or cars is automatically true. So if some bulls or cars is true, your some bulls or rings will automatically be true here. Why? Because this car is inside ring, isn't it? So this bull has to interact with ring. So you can see when you make this one as false, this automatically becomes true here. I hope this is clear. Similarly, when you make the fourth as false, let's say if you make the fourth as false, what will happen? Bulls plus ring, that is some bulls are ring is false. So if some bulls are ring is false, that means no bulls should be ring. What is the opposite of some? That is no. So if some is false, that means no should be true. So if some bulls are ring is false, that means no bulls should be ring. So you can see if no bulls are ring, then no cars are ring, no cars are bulls. That is true, right? Because if no rings are bulls here, if this is true, then no cars are bulls. That is automatically true here. So that means when you make this one as false, this automatically becomes true. So one of them has to be definitely true. There can be a possibility also that both of them are true simultaneously, right? That is also a possibility. But one of them has to be definitely true. Okay, that is the meaning of option number 5. I hope this is clear. Are we clear with this case, guys? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Are we clear with this? So this is a sort of either or only, but the difference is just a bit, that is one of them has to be definitely true. It can be both also in one particular scenario, but it has to be one of them has to be definitely true. Both being false, it's not a possibility. Okay? Chalo. Next question on your screen. Let's have a look at this one. Let's try. Yeah, absolutely, that is right. So when you make the first as false, the fourth one becomes true. When you make the fourth as false, the first becomes true. Right? Chalo, let's try this. So once you complete it, you have to tell me who all are the male members in this particular family, right? So you have to find all the males in here. Who are the male members in this particular family? That is the question. Okay. Done. So Dolly, tell me how many of them are males here? Who all are the male members in this particular family? Can we find that for sure? Lakshmita also done. So tell me who are the male members in this particular family? Four members are there. Can we name them? R, T, M, and L. Okay. R, T, M, and L. Okay. Chalo, let's try this out, right? Let's see how this particular question is to be done here. So you can see relations of a family which has 9 members are given in a coded language. The difference between the number of male and female members is not more than 1. So either it has to be 0 or a 1, right? So the difference between the number of male and female can be either 0 or 1. But 0 is not a possibility because we have 9 members in here. So 9 members cannot be equally distributed, right? So that means it has to be the difference between the number of male and female member should not be 1, right? Should not be more than 1. So either 0 or 1. So that means 0 is not a possibility, hence the difference has to be 1. So that means there will be 4 and 5. Okay? So there has to be, the distribution has to be 4 and 5. Because here only the difference between them will be 1. Isn't it? So the difference has to be 1 here. So that means either there are 4 members who are male or 5 members who are male. So it has to be 4 and 5 ka combination. Okay, let's see. So we have m less than less than. What is the meaning of less than less than? This means A has 3 children and is the spouse of B. That means you can see here that M is the spouse of S. Okay, so M is the spouse of S, and we do not know how many children are there, because you can see less than means only spouse, right? So children के लिए information नहीं है. Then S is equal to equal to. Equal to means sister. So that means you can see 3 males. Ma'am, could not if happened that there had been 6 females and only 3 males. But in that case, suppose the difference between them will be 3. Isn't it? 6 minus 3 will be 3 here. And it is given the difference between the number of male and female of the family should not be more than 1. It should not be more than 1 here. Isn't it? So if you are taking 6 and 3, the difference between the two will be 3. Isn't it? So it has to be either 0 or 1. But 0 and 1 is not, 0 is not a possibility, because 0 means that the number of males and females is equal. But here we have 9 members in total, so having 0 difference is not possible. Okay. So here you can see that M has to be the spouse of S, such that S is the sister of L, because equal to means sister. So S is a female person, she is the sister of L. Hence M has to be a male person. Okay, so we got this. Then we have L percentage means child. So L is the child of O. So O has to be this person. Then we have O greater का क्या मतलब है? That is they are not of same gender. So O and M should be of opposite gender, right? So if M is a male person, O has to be a female person. Okay, we have got this. Now what else can we connect here? Let's see. Then we have P, this one no. O plus this O2 plus Q. Plus means that A has 2 children. So O has 2 children and is the sibling of B. That means O is the sibling of Q, right? So O is the sibling of Q will be like this. And you can already see that O has 2 children here. Okay. Then after that, what else can we connect here? Let's see. Then we have Q equal to T. Equal to means sister. So Q is the sister of T. So Q is a female person. She is the sister of T. Something like this. Okay. So you can see we are getting this kind of a situation here. Okay. After that, let's see what else do we have here. You can see we have T hash L. Hash means same gender. So T and L should be of same gender. Okay. So T and L same gender. Whatever it is, it has to be same. Either male or female. We will check that out later. Okay. So we have got your T also. Then we have P less than T. Less than means children. Right. You can see spouse. Sorry. So less than का क्या मतलब था? That is P is the spouse of T. So you can see P will be here. This is P is the spouse of T. Then T percentage R. Percentage means child. So T is the child of R. So you can see R has to be this one. So R will be here. Then we have R3 less than. Less than means that is this one, right? You can see the same thing, that is R has 3 children and is the spouse of N here. So that means R is the spouse of N will be like this. Okay. Then we have P greater R. Greater R means they are not of the same gender. So P and R are of opposite gender. Okay. P and R are of opposite gender here. Okay. S equal to L means S is the sister of L. Yes. Naveen, S is the sister of L. That is what we have drawn here. No. What happened? Acha, okay. You are answering to Shravani here. Okay. Okay. So you can see this is the type of structure that we are getting here. Have we drawn it? Everybody? So you can see P greater R means greater means they are not of same gender. So P and R should be of opposite gender. Okay. So whatever is the gender of P, that should be opposite to R here. Anything else that we are left with? O2 plus Q, that is done. Q equal to T, that is also done. T hash L, that is also done, right? So this is all is given here. Okay. So now we know that this T and L are of opposite gender here. T and L should be of same gender. Okay. So let's try. Let's see what are the possibilities. Let's see. We have the males and the females, right? Let's consider the possibilities here. So you can see for sure we know that O, Q and S, right? O, Q and S are the female members in here. Sorry. O, Q and S. These are the female members in here. We know this for sure. Okay. Now, what are the possibilities here? There are two possibilities. Either this T and L are of the same gender, that is, let's say you take T here or L here. This is one possibility. Okay. We have another possibility. We will consider that also. O, Q and S. Let's say we take T and L both to be male. Okay. So either T and L both are female or T and L both are male. Now it is known that T is T is the spouse of P. So if T is a male, P has to be a female. Similarly here, if T is a female, P has to be a male. Okay. Now P and R are of opposite gender. P and R are of opposite gender here. So if P is female, R will be male here. Similarly in this case, if P is male, R will be a female here. How many persons are we getting in here? You can see we are getting 6 persons in here. 6 persons is not a possibility. We have already seen that. Why? Because we know that the difference between them has to be 1, isn't it? The difference between the number of males and females should not be more than 1. We have already seen 0 is not a possibility, so it has to be 1. So that means 4 and 5 should be utilized. So this is utilizing 6 females in here. So that means we will have 3 males in here. So 6 minus 3 will give us a 3, which is not possible. Hence, this will be the situation. So you can see O, Q, S and P will be females. So P has to be a female person, so T will be a male person here. T and L are of same gender, so you can see L is also a male person here, right? Now P and R are of opposite gender, so you can see P is female, so R has to be male and N has to be a female person, right? I hope this is clear, everybody. So you can see who all are the male members here. Male may you can see we have R, right? We have a R, we have a T, we have a M and we have a L. So R, T, M and L, these are the male members of the family. Are we clear, everybody, with this question? Please let me know if we have any doubts in this part. Everybody clear? Are we clear, guys, with this? Please let me know. Everybody clear? Got it? Clear? Yes, Shravani. What happened? One doubt. Yes, tell me. Yes, Shravani, tell me. What is the doubt? I hope everybody has liked the session. In that case, number of females are 5 and males is 3. No. Whoever is left will be placed, right? You can see here OQSP. So you can just write it down from the tree, right? R is a male here. So R is here. N is a female. So you can see N will be a female. O is a female. We have already written. Q is a female. T is a male. Done. P is a female. Right? M is a male, so you will have your M here. So this is the final tree that you will be getting. Okay. I had not written that, Shravani. So yes. So I had not written it in the table here. I had written it in the this one, that is in the family tree. Are we clear now, Shravani? So you can see we have 4 males and 5 females. So the difference between them is 1, isn't it? I hope this is clear, everybody. Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everybody clear with this? Are we clear? Okay. Chalo, let's do one last question and then we will wrap up the session, right? This is the last question for the day. Chalo, quickly try this out and then we will wrap up the session. Let's have a look at this one. This is a very, very doable question, guys. If you connect the right pointers together, this question can be done very easily in one case, one single case. You just have to connect the common pointers together. Done? Absolutely great work, Dolly. Chalo, let's quickly try this out, right? Let's see how this particular question can be done here easily. If you are able to connect the common pointers together, this can be done very, very easily. Okay, so first of all, tell me who is the person who is from, let's say, HP, right? So tell me who is the person from HP. That is the question here. Who is the one from HP, guys? All those who have completed, Dolly, you can let me know who is the person from HP here. One read and done. Absolutely, this is a very doable question. R is the one. Okay, we'll check, right? So let's see. It is said that S does not work in IBM. The person who works in TCS sits third to the right of S. Let's say this is your S. So 1, 2, 3, right? Let's take S thoda sa outside. Let's say we have TCS working third to the right of S. So let's say this is S. 1, 2, 3. This is your TCS. Okay. Now if you see, if you try to find what is common pointer, we have S or TCS. So do we have any other information regarding to S or TCS? You can see in the last line, it says there are two persons sitting between the persons working in TCS and IBM. So there should be two persons between TCS and IBM. Now S is not from IBM, that is already given in the first line. Okay, so that means S cannot be IBM. So you will have to take your IBM towards this side. So this is your IBM. And now you can see we have got the 7 people in here, right? These are the 7 people. Now, do we have any other relation with respect to IBM? You can see this is said there is exactly one person sitting between the IBM and R. So R has to be this person. Also, U sits third to the left of R. That means 1, 2, 3. This will be U here. Now there is exactly one person between T and V. So you can see T and V have to be here only, right? T and V will be here only because one person is there between T and V. Also, we have this information. The person working in Cognizant is second to the left of T, isn't it? The person working in Cognizant should be second to the left of T. So if you take your T at this position, you will not be able to take your Cognizant because TCS will be second to his left, isn't it? So that means T will be this person and V will be this person. Now Cognizant is second to the left of T. That means Cognizant will be U here, right? This will be your Cognizant here. Now what is remaining? There is exactly one person between T and V done. The person working in HCL is third to the right of P. So you can see P has to be this person and HCL will be this person. Who is the only person remaining? You can see the only person remaining is Q. So Q will be here, right? So we have done Q. Now neither the person working in Accenture nor HP is at an extreme end of the row. So Accenture or HP cannot be extreme end. That means cannot be S. That means P or R has to be Accenture or HP. But it is also given that Accenture should not be a neighbor of HCL, right? Accenture should not be a neighbor of HCL. That means R cannot be Accenture. So P has to be Accenture here. And HP cannot be at the extreme end. So HP will be this person. So who is the only, which is the only company left here? कौन सी company बची है? Accenture done, HCL done, HP is done, TCS is done, Infosys, right? So S will be Infosys in here. Are we clear, everybody? Please let me know if we have any doubts in here. Everybody. Easy. Yes, absolutely. This was a very doable question, isn't it? So look like that it will take some time, but again you can see that if you go through the correct connectivity, any question can be done. So that is the most important part in any puzzle, guys. If you are able to find the right connectivity between the common pointers, this particular any question can be done easily. Okay. So these were few questions that we had taken for today. I hope we were able to understand. In case you have any doubts, you can feel free to talk to me on the channel, that is Reasoning by Nikita. Okay, you can always talk to me on this particular channel, Reasoning by Nikita. You can directly message me as well. Okay, so आप मुझे DM भी कर सकते हो. So thank you so much guys. Please remember, on a daily basis we are having a session 4 p.m. 4 to 5 p.m. This Saturday we will be having a marathon session, so we will be having a 3 to 5 p.m. marathon on Saturday only. Okay, so Saturday we will be having a marathon session. So thank you so much guys. I hope you enjoyed today's session. In case you have any doubts, feel free to talk to me on Telegram. I'll be happy to help you out with it. So thank you so much guys. I'll see you again with another session. So please take care, stay safe, have a great day. I'll see you soon.